Hola, gringas y gringos, and welcome to
Gringos Are Us.
Expats with a Plan.
I'm Mark.
I'm Gina.
This week, the money in Ahihi. Coming up next.
Welcome back. This is about the money we spent during our stay in Lake Chapala area. We were specifically in San Antonio, Tlayacapan. I think I said that correctly. But everybody just calls it Ahihi.
Yeah, I mean, until you get to the Chapala line, there's Chapala. So.
Yeah. So, as usual in these cost of living videos, my goal is always to try to get us below 3,000 USD per month. And with Airbnbs, that's nearly impossible most of the time. And we also were looking at about an 18.5 peso per US dollar exchange rate during this time. So all calculations are based on that exchange rate.
It is what it is, and right now we'd be happy for 18.5. But
we're going to be looking over here. Slide deck's on this screen over here, so you're going to see us dart our eyes this way. We're just making sure we get the numbers accurate for you.
Works for me. Let's roll.
Okay, so first up is the rate we paid for our Airbnb. Now, keep in mind that we did actually reserve 5 weeks, and so I took the total amount and gave us 30 days worth out of a 35-day stay.
Yes.
And our rate for the month in pesos was 45,139. That is about 2,440 US dollars per month on accommodations. Keep in mind that that also included a weekly cleaning, and that included our utilities, so electricity and things like that.
It is not reflective of the discount that we got back because of the problems that we had.
No.
We wanted to share the actual number with you because not everybody's going to get that discount, and we hope you don't, because that means you had to live through something like we did. So this is the full number.
This is the full number. All right, so we did really, really well this month with groceries, but that's because we had to go eat out a lot. And of course, we chose to eat out at one particular location a lot.
Yeah. And the other part, honestly, was there were a lot of good dining options that we did want to avail ourselves of anyway.
Right.
So it really was sort of we were forced to on one hand, but we really didn't have to have our arm twisted too hard because there were a lot of really good, interesting options that we hadn't seen in too many other places in Mexico. So we took advantage.
I agree with that. The diversity of the food options was really, really better than I expected it would be. But groceries, we spent about 222 US dollars, or 4,103 pesos for the month. We did not include Super Lake.
No.
There's a reason for that. We did go to Super Lake and we spent a stupid amount of money at Super Lake, but most of that was things we were taking back to Querétaro with us.
Yeah, there were a lot of purchases there that were, we're going to use this in the next 6 months, some of it even longer than that. So we were like, does it go in? No, because that really wasn't purchased for this particular stay. It was purchased more because some of it was just, ooh, that really sounds good. And the other was, okay, we need it, and so it's hard. Sometimes it's difficult to find, so let's put it in the pantry when we get home.
Groceries typically run us close to $500 a month.
$500 to $550. It's amazing. In 3 years, that number has just been rock solid.
Yeah.
So inflation, no inflation, it's right
This was
there.
really a surprise, the 222, but I attribute that to us eating out a whole lot. And you're going to see those numbers in just a moment.
Yeah, you'll see the 500 number show up here quickly.
So then let's talk about our insurance. We do have medical insurance coverage, catastrophic through Safety Wing, and that is basically what Mark likes to call the glorified travel insurance.
That's what it is.
It is. And it's only good for emergencies, basically. And we spend about $342 per month just on the medical. Now, we also have Mexican auto insurance. We buy that yearly.
Yep.
And that breaks down to approximately $33 per month. Both of those are paid in US dollars, and I've done a peso conversion just for your edification. If you're interested in checking out Nomad Insurance through Safety Wing, you will find the link down below. And
It's a wing link.
it's a wing link. Oh, Lord.
Alitas.
Oh, no, we must be hungry. We really enjoy the convenience of having it and the sense of security in having it. I've had to use it in an emergency situation one time, and aside from some clerical issues that were really my fault, it was an easy process. They have very rapid reimbursements. They don't ask for a ton of information. Just make sure you provide itemized bills. And of course, everything is you pay up front and you get reimbursed. There's no deductibles. They will insure you up until the age of 70.
Ooh, that's starting to get close.
It is getting close. Medical expenses. We didn't have any. We didn't go to the pharmacies, and we didn't have any need for anything medical, so that's a big fat zero.
Well, for 4 weeks, yeah. I mean, we probably had plenty of our maintenance drugs, so it was just like, okay, we're good to go.
Yeah, because we typically buy those 2 or 3 months worth at a time. Personal services per month. This breaks down to essentially a massage for Mark and a haircut for each one of us. And that was $23.91 in pesos and 129 USD.
And almost 100 of that was
The massage.
the massage, because that was a massage.
Almost.
A massage, a facial, pedicure, manicure.
He got pampered. I was at home working, and he was getting pampered.
It felt good.
Next up is the restaurants. Here's where we went.
We
Yeah.
basically flipped the numbers. If you have watched any of the previous videos on previous cities, normally it's 500 some odd dollars in groceries and 150-ish every month for our restaurants. This particular location, the numbers got inverted. So
Definitely flipped. But we're looking at 9,015 pesos or 487 US dollars for the month.
Bruno's.
We ate out a lot. I would say 3/4 of that, or at least half of that, was 3 different trips to Bruno's. So,
And worth every penny.
all right. Well, we did no shopping. We really didn't buy anything. No souvenirs, no trinkets, no nothing.
No.
No. So that's another big fat zero for the month. Following shopping are the transportation costs. This one's a little higher than it normally is because we paid a lot in tolls to get there.
Well, we paid a lot in tolls, plus we made the trip up to Guadalajara. So there's a little extra gas in there because the gas we filled up with in Querétaro to go here goes on to this particular trip. Then we had to stop to get more gas because we were like, no, we want plenty of gas when we get to Guadalajara, because we have heard that how traffic can sometimes be a little problematic and you could sit for a while. So we wanted to make sure we were full, even though it was literally only an hour or so up the road. But that's, yeah, the tolls took the big chunk of that.
And then utilities. In this case, this is not utilities with regard to gas, water, electricity. This is literally 2 phone plans.
Yep.
It's our AT&T US plan, which of course is the bulk,
The big one.
and then a Telcel plan that amounts to 200 pesos
The little one.
per month. So that comes out to 2,900 pesos per month or 157 US dollars. Okay, what does it never include? We always kind of go through this list each time. No cigars, no streaming services, no gifts or mail forwarding service, and none of our subscriptions are ever included in these because we figure those are optional to whoever decides they want to have those things. They're not essential for cost of living.
Nor do we include the cost of our rental unit for storage back in the States as well.
So what it does include are accommodations, activities, groceries, insurance, our medical expenses, personal services, restaurants, transportation, and utilities. And that came to an Airbnb rate, grand total of 73,217 pesos, or 3,958 US dollars.
A little bit elevated.
And that comes out to a daily rate of $128 a day. Okay, so we try to give you a very realistic expectation of what rental rates truly are. And after all the traveling we've done, the hosts that we have spoken to on Airbnb, we know that rental rates typically are about half of what Airbnb is charging. If this were rent, it would go from 73,217 pesos a month down to
54,032 pesos.
And it would go from 3,958 US dollars down to,
$2,738.
and that takes $128 a day down to.
$88 a day. So it's a significant savings.
I always like to try to at least compare one of our lowest stays with one of our most expensive stays and the current stay. And in this case, our lowest cost stay was our first visit to San Luis Potosí. And it only ran us around 3,214 US dollars per month. That is Airbnb rate and our expenses, not rental rate. The most expensive stay that we had, without a doubt, was Playa Car. That was 5,058 US dollars a month for an Airbnb and our expenses.
Ouch.
This one came out to $3,958 per month. So when you compare them, it's somewhere in the middle. It's not that much higher than our San Luis Potosí stay.
No, and it's one of those where I think it actually came in a little under what I figured, because I figured that it is Ajijic. It was going to be a little elevated just because of the nature.
Yeah.
And if we had been in Chapala, I think it would have been a little less. So it's, you know, again, with the needs that we have, because everybody always wants to ask, you know, we need a place that we can securely park the car. You know, we need enough room so that she has a place to work, so that we're not sitting on top of each other, because that gets problematic at times when, you know, I'm trying to watch something or do something and she's trying to work. Well, got to give her deference because, well, she's paying the bills. And so, you know, but it is something where you want to go, oh, man, you know, so.
Yeah. Overall, I was surprised that it really did not cost us that much more than a lot of places we've been. We have been to more expensive places. I guess I would also say that this is also with hesitation because the situation that we had to deal with while we were there. And if you're interested in what happened there, you'll see a video right up here explaining it. Actually, the second version of the video, because we ran into some privacy issues. We hope that you enjoyed that video about our cost of living expenses, and there is another one coming next week for 2025. Please give us a thumbs up if you did. We sure do appreciate it. We are Gringos R Us.
Expats with the plan.
Remember, we're doing it. You can too. And
more videos you might want to check out up there with the ceiling fan.
hasta la próxima.
Adios.